We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First carry for Rashad White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious. So they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa.
180.
Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set. Alert, alert. 20. Hurry, hurry.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Bucs at 9-4 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They stay on the ground with White. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
First down, here's White. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Trey Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson, fighting his way through contact. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there. First down gain of 26 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. On first and 10, it's Robinson. A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up second and 7. To the air, Penix. Dancing to his left. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see a franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
3rd and 2. And looking to throw, Penix. Here's a screen for Robinson. Down inside the 10. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
60 by 6.
Now Penix. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Drake London, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's Mayfield. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
180! Hurry, hurry!
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
180! Hurry! Stop!
Once again, it's Irving. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
180! What's up?
Now Mayfield. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
White is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Cade Otton from 3 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw with Penix. Sets up the screen to Robinson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Yeah, he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said, then they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat him that way, too.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Here's Penix. Steps away to his left. And now it popped up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown. For the Bucs. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Robinson up the middle. And shutting him off down open field. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Mayfield. Now he'll dump it up. Now White wants the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
To the right side and intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go, set.
Penix working out of the gun here. And this will be caught by Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 43 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people down.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Point it right.
From the gun, Mayfield. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That's taken in by Palmer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 10.
Alert!
Mayfield with it once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he can throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's got Mmga. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Kings! Pistol, 20! Watch out!
They'll run. This is Irvin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irvin with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure and unbridled joy after that one. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Looking to throw, Penix. That quick throw there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down at the line.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Robinson is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Half the 60.
And the tight end goes in motion left. 2nd and 2. Rolling to his right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
They are going for it. Penix.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Gabriel Davis.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better more Power Rangers. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw, Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Mayfield looks to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Being on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that record pay the bills.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, alert, alert! Hey. 180!
They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
180! Stop!
Running the toss to Irving.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Run, run, run. What's that?
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
180! What's that?
Baker going to give it to Irving.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And a dump off to Ray. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down.
He's got his receiver. That's Mmga.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. It just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that flag.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Hey, alert!
Now again up the middle. This is White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. Going to set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mmga from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McLaughlin for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They start the drive with White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Now Mayfield. This is White on the screen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 9 here. Throwing, Mayfield. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Stop.
They run straight ahead here. And he loses the football the second time. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. To the right side, catch made by Mmga. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mmga, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Robinson now on first down. We'll get this up to about the 44.
I know the big guy there showing some agility. He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll throw with Penix. He's got his man London right side. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
Yes, sir. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 47 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever. They saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as they get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
180. What's up?
A shotgun handoff here to Irvin.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Hurry! 180. Up. Down.
Here's the first carry for Sean Tucker.
And he'll get this down over to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Done.
Mayfield to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Mayfield. Open man is Mmga. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned it on. I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
14 yards there on a Falcon first down.
And the Falcon first down.
Mooney, the motion man right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and 1 to the yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here's second and a yard.
60 Eagles, 6, let's go.
Robinson with another carry.
And some space here.
Now inside the 25.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Falcons strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. That's complete to Houghton.
And he's up into at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Here's second down.
Brings up second and a yard. At the
Now Mayfield.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Baker. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield to throw.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Mike Evans.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
180. Regular. Hey, alert. Double up.
Mayfield.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
180.
Here's Mayfield. It's a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
60 Eagles.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
19 Tigers.
And they take a knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score